Well, good morning. It's Friday, July 1st. It's about, I don't know, between 8 and 8:30 in the morning. It's already about 73 to 74 degrees and 90% humidity. There's a chance of rain starting around 2 o'clock. Not a big chance, but there is a chance. So I wanted to get out and get started as soon as I could before it got really hot. So we're going to continue on. The last video ended Sunday, so it's going to take some time to do this, but it'll get done. So we put the 2 posts in last week with the 2x6 going across, the brakes going across, and the goal, as I mentioned in the last video, for the weekend, I'd like to get all of the posts in with all the 2x6s. That's the main goal, but at least get it done with this post and the next post and the 2x6s there. We'll just see how the weather treats me, and we'll just take it from there. Let's get started. Sounds like we might have hit a big old rock. I actually haven't. I've hit some small rocks, which is surprising because we've got every size rock on this property, but we've got a lot of big rocks. So far, I know we've still got 3 holes to go after this, but I'm relatively happy with the amount of rock that I have hit. Knock on my T111. And with my grade change on the ground right here at this spot, I'm not going to be able to go down exactly 24 like I'd like. To go the deepest I can go up to where I need to be is for my 12-foot post is 20 inches, which is not too bad. I've made my hole bigger than the first one, so I'll be able to get more dense grade in there with it. So that'll be good. So we just have to work with what we got. I'm not going to get 16-foot poles. Lord knows those are expensive, man. Well, it's all expensive, but the 16-foot ones are really bad. Then you're going to have several feet that you're going to be wasting. So the 12-foot will work just fine down at 20 inches. We'll just work with what we got, like I said. All right, now I've got it down to, it's actually about 22.5 inches. So now I'll put a couple inches of the dense grade gravel in there as soon as I find my shovel. Should be about 20 inches. Perfect. As they say, why did I even bother measuring? Okay. Now I'm going to lay out for my 2x6s. Got the one coming from the 4x4 post in the middle. So let's go ahead and make this the back side. So what we're going to do is, the 2x6 is actually only 5.5 inches. Imagine that. But you pay for that 6. That's another story, isn't it? There's the 5.5. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do a straight line in case it's not cut straight. It's fairly close. Alright, there's my 5.5. Now, I'm gonna spill my coffee. Most important part. Now, we need to do both ways. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, try this a different way than what I did before last week. It may not work. It might, who knows. Last week when I was working on it, I made a series of shortcuts and then I knocked it out with my hammer, which I'll still have to do some of that. But I'm just going to try making deeper cuts. Just using this battery saw, so it may wear the batteries down quicker. But that's all right. There's that cut. Somehow that doesn't look right. It's a little off. Well, let me see here. Let me straighten it up just a little bit. I'm using kind of a thick pencil here. Yeah, it's a little better. Now, turn it over. Put my seeing eyes on. Straight line there. Yeah, that's not right. That's not right at all. I just marked that. Oh, that's 1.5 inches. I marked that one at 1 inch. Yeah, I marked that one at 1.25 inches. That's not going to work. All right. Now, I'll try to do the deepest cut I can. Let's see here if am I thinking right on this. Yeah, because of the other one. All right, that's the back side, so the next one will be down. That'll be, let me see if that's the back side. Next one will be down here. Yeah, we'll figure that out in a minute. See how deep I want it. Let's see if that's as deep as it goes. Yeah, that's as deep as it goes. Alright, let's see if this works different. cut needs to be the same depth. I don't know if it's going to exactly cut the depth I need. It's not. But we've already started it now. Just a little bit of a gap there. Alright, we'll fix that. Now, I need to go 1.5 inches on the next one. Let's see here. It's not quite 1.5 inches. Oh, I went the wrong way. And when you're measuring this depth, you want to make sure you're at the deepest part of your blade, obviously. So you measure from the center. That's right at 1.5 inches. Now I'm going to make me a couple of cuts here, try to get these blocks out, get a good starting point. This doesn't have to be exact. Alright, now I just have to cut the center part out. So we'll get that, and then we'll get the other side, and then we'll set the post. See you in a minute. Okay, I got it all notched out. Here's the first one that's going to be on the back side. Got 1.5 inches by 5.5. That's going all the way across, because this other one is coming this way from the back side, and the other one will be going that way. So one or the other, either this one will go all the way, and then the other one will come up and butt up to it. Just we'll see how that goes when we get to that point. Okay, first thing I want to do before I even start with backfilling, first thing is I'm going to make sure that my height is right. That's the most critical. Man, I gotta tell you, it's dead on, except I got the post turned the wrong way. Okay, my hole's kind of not the exactly centered, but it's it's in there. I should have dug it out a little bit further from the building, but it is what it is. I say that a lot, don't I? But I finally got it leveled up the way it needs to be. I do have one more measurement to double check, and that's that one coming this way, and then we'll start backfilling. As you can see, this is a dirt rock mixture. The big chunks like this I'm trying to keep out of there. I don't mind the small ones, but I may have to go get some more rock here in a little bit. We got some down there. Whew. Just think what that would have been like if I put the camera on fast mode. Anyway, I got my little pocket there for my water to collect in. So time for a little break, small short break, and then I'm gonna put the beam up. That's not good. Heard a snap, crackle, pop. Find a better tip. All right, that took a minute. On to the next one. All right. We got that beam up there that had a bow in it and accidentally fell off. Cracked a little bit on that side, but I was able to put more screws in it. It'll be fine. That's one of my good sayings. It'll be fine. My other saying is it's in the bubble. So, all right, I took a string. You can see, oh, sorry about the camera there. Stuck on my string. I took a string on the side there and brought it out here to my next one just to double check it. Measured over and it was centered. Excuse me. So I'm doing pretty good by just eyeing. But it brings me to the next hole. I'm going to try to do it with the backhoe bucket and see if it's going to be any quicker. Okay. This is actually the first time I've used the bucket to this extent to try to do something intricate, I guess. Trying to dig a nice neat hole. It's hard to post, and it's, you know, it's not like using a post hole digger. So I believe, let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm deep enough at the deepest part. I can still barely see my center. But here's the thing. I think I need to get a little bit further this way for my center of my post. So I'm probably going to see if I can just chop that off with the iron digger and do it by hand to get more intricate. Because right now, which I knew it was going to happen, but I've got such a big hole, it's going to take a lot of backfill. So, but this ground here, I don't know if you can tell. Let's see, camera here. You can see this is a whole lot more just pure clay, and it's really hard to dig. It would be hard to do the whole thing by hand, which not saying I couldn't, but maybe by the next two holes I'll get a little better. I had to get in here on an angle. The next one I should be able to get more squared up. I'm not sure, but I need to chop a little bit more off that back there, and then right here I need to chop some to get my 6-inch post in there where I want it to get. Well, right after I turned the camera off that last time, it's starting to rain. It was drizzling. It's starting to get a little harder. So I'll go in and take me a little break and come back out here in a little bit. You can see where I spray painted up. You can see where I'm a little off on the center. But all I gotta do is knock that off. There won't be any problem.